Hello and welcome.
Oh no, I wasn't ready.
Hello.
Have I ever been ready at the start of the show?
No.
I don't think I have.
Everyone's like, what are you guys doing here right now? I don't understand. This says something weird about some sort of mini thing in a wrestling, and what the fuck is all this?
I just realized everyone's going to be confused. They don't know. We never announced this.
Yeah, I have that all planned as to when we're announcing things. But so welcome to Breakroom Bullshit. This is a mini wrestling show. We're going to...
We're going to go over some stuff.
First, let's just plug our YouTube. The YouTube page is Breakroom BS. You can go on there, just search it, and subscribe to it. Make sure you subscribe or else. And all the links for everything is on there too. Instagram, Twitter, all that. SoundCloud. So make sure you subscribe. That's most important. And then you can find everything else on there. But
right.
There's that.
So we got some spoilers ahead, huh?
We did. You're really trying to get down to business, aren't
down
you?
To the nitty-gritty.
The nitty-gritty.
The nitty-gritty, meaning all of it.
Okay. Well, as we were in the middle of kind of explaining it, we're going to go out of order here. So this is the...
What's out of order so far? Nothing's out of order.
Well,
Plug,
I guess you gave the spoiler alert. You're just like, there's spoilers, moving on. Well, obviously we're gonna give away all kinds of stuff, so yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Alright, we're on to the third thing in like less than 10 seconds. We're moving along.
Yeah,
here.
explain some mini episodes we're doing, and we'll go into detail and change some of a couple episodes from
You're not getting any more run sheets.
I don't know. That was funny, though.
No, it was.
Okay.
No, so we're going to start dropping some mini episodes every week, a few. We're doing a wrestling one for sure. We hope to do that every week. For now, we're going to do an X-Files one until that season is over. I guess the series, the way they're talking. And I think we're probably going to do your comics.
Yeah, we're going to cut the comics out of the main show and throw it into the mini show.
But we'll go into detail on all the changes on the main show and all this stuff in a couple episodes from now. The next one it won't be, obviously, because we already recorded it. But in a couple episodes...
Wait, I thought we record this every week. We don't record ahead of schedule, do we?
I mean, we said right on the last one we did.
I know.
Dick. So, yeah, we'll go into detail a couple episodes about exactly what's changing and all that. So, but for now, you're getting an extra show for free because you paid for the other ones.
Yes.
You didn't get any money, did you?
Buy one, get one. No.
I got the money, son. You didn't get nothing.
Dude, they just gave me a certificate of congratulations. That's all I got.
They gave me a certificate of authenticity with nothing with it. You're like, I don't understand.
You authentically own nothing. This is an authentic piece of nothing.
Nice. So, first of all, let's start off with what we're going to do this episode. We're going to talk some wrestling stuff the past week. We're going to go over NXT Takeover Philadelphia, which we just watched. And then we're going to do a Royal Rumble preview. So, let's start with anything after this one, we're going to do more so, we'll go over episodes. We're going to review Raw. We're going to review SmackDown. We'll review NXT. And by review, I mean we'll just watch it, take some notes, and just talk about it. This week, we kind of did this last minute. We weren't super prepared. That's kind of our thing. Mm-hmm. And we're just going to go over anything that sticks out the past week. Anything that you want to talk about that happened this past week that you watched that was interesting?
Let's see. I've been watching Lucha Underground on Netflix. I just watched I'm early on in the first season. I saw a casket match with two wrestlers, Phoenix and Mil Muertes. It's probably the coolest match I've seen on there thus far. I just started watching wrestling, WWE again. I've been watching Lucha Underground on Netflix since they put that on there.
I already know this.
Yeah, well, they don't.
Yeah, I forgot they existed.
Yeah.
I thought we were just having a conversation between us and no one else.
Yeah, the last time I watched WWE, I probably watched it for like a month's period last year, around the same time here, right around WrestleMania time. And then the last time I watched WWE before that was when I was like 13. So it's been a while and me getting back into it. So I probably won't have as much to say as Dave. Going into this, he's much more familiar with the ongoing storylines and SmackDown and Raw and stuff.
Yeah, but you're my Padawan right now. You're going to be learning.
I'm learning. I'll have questions. Hopefully the questions will contribute to more stuff to talk about.
And look at it this way, too. And I mean, not everyone's a hardcore wrestling fan. Maybe someone will stumble across this in Gable's shoes. They just started watching, and they'll be like, oh, they'll identify with Gable.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm fucking retarded, too. they won't say that. That's not nice. That's not nice at all. Hey, I watched Raw 25, a little bit about that show. I thought some of it was cool. For the most part, it pissed me off. Like, I like the Austin stuff with McMahon. I thought that was cool. And then, I don't know, I thought it was kind of silly that there was probably like 30 guys that came back, like old guys for this show. And a lot of them were just like, okay, Chris Jericho is a huge fucking name.
Yeah.
Did you see him when you watched it?
He
with Elias?
Yeah, he did he was playing the guitar or something. Yeah, I saw that.
Chris Jericho comes back, he has like a 3-minute segment at the end. Like, and then a lot of them just came out on stage and waved. And Eric Bischoff.
Bischoff. Yeah. He was the SmackDown manager or something for the longest time, right? Eric
Bischoff ran WCW the whole time it was against WWE.
Yeah.
For all those years, and then he finally came to WWE, and he was on Raw and SmackDown. He's a huge fucking name in wrestling. He waved and left. And I mean, and they did that with a lot of them. They probably had 30 guys, and a lot of them probably had 30 seconds of screen time. But I get what they're doing. I feel like a lot of it was more so for them than us. Because if you think about it, because Bruce Pritchard was there, I listened to his show, and I had this thought before I even listened to his show, but he kind of confirmed it. He's like, I loved it. I had a great time. I got to hang out with all these old people, and I feel like it was
like a class reunion rather than award ceremony of any sort or anything like that.
Yeah, it was like a show for us, but it was even more so. It's like all these guys who get together and hang out and talk.
Yeah, even whenever I saw DX getting together on stage, they kind of seemed like they were having fun just being in the ring together again.
Yeah,
even if it wasn't anything big, it was just them being together.
Yeah, I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed that Miz won the title because I fucking hate Roman Reigns and want him to fucking die. I really do want him to die for real. I didn't like the fact that DX came out and just squashed the Revival was stupid. I didn't like the fact that I thought it was dumb that the way they did the show. I was listening to Cornette's show. He had a great idea. The buildings are 15 minutes apart, right? Why did they have some type of street fight that started in one building and fucking ended in the other one?
Or
they've done stuff in the past where they go outside and a guy gets in a cab or something and he could have went to that would have been so cool.
I was wondering. I was going to ask you if those were recorded at the same time or separate times because I was watching on a Hulu, so it was a edited version, a shortened down version. So I wasn't sure how different that was from what you guys watched.
Yeah.
So
it was. They were both live.
They were both live. Okay.
Yeah, and this
that's weird then.
Yeah, and this is what was really done. Apparently in the Manhattan Center, the smaller arena, dude, they went an hour with nothing happening, nothing.
Dude, I heard fans were pissed.
Yeah, they were.
Fans were real pissed.
And
off
it's this isn't rocket science. Why didn't you just do 2 live shows, 2 complete live shows, so the house and both of them is getting a full show, and let the viewers at home just kind of switch between them?
Yeah.
We don't need to fucking see everything that happens. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. I thought the way they set it up was dumb, but I didn't think it was the worst show ever, but I don't know. That was kind of my opinion. I don't really even remember fucking SmackDown what even happened, but NXT, it sounded like NXT was pretty uneventful.
NXT? Yeah, dude, the NXT one bored me out of my mind.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it was, I don't know. Dude, there's just whenever I started watching NXT last year, you had names like Finn Balor or Bayley or Alexa Bliss, and
Kevin Owens.
Samoa
Joe was in
Samoa Joe. Yeah, that was right around when Samoa Joe had his bleed out episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was much more exciting to watch a year ago whenever I was doing that than it was now because there was no one had any good character to them, and there was no big personality that was exciting to watch.
Triple H said on a conference call, because he's all that matters, he said on a conference call a few months back how currently NXT is he's kind of disappointed in the people in it and how they're doing and how it's not to the level that it was. So he's aware that it's not even as good as it was, but it's just as much your fucking fault as it is theirs.
Oh yeah.
So that's kind of a good lead-in to TakeOver. Well, how about this? Here's what we're going to do.
I was
thinking what we can do is we'll do TakeOver. We'll have some talk about maybe some XFL that was announced. Here we want to talk about that a little bit.
I was going to do that in between the NXT and the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. We'll do TakeOver, and then we'll talk about the XFL.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to talk about before TakeOver?
Well, we'll talk about later. But I was going to include, for NXT, they should just start bringing in some, It looks like they're going to be bringing in like some newer, fresher, more exciting talent, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
I wanted to tease at that there.
Now it's a tease to something we're starting immediately. That's how you do it.
All right,
baby.
so
we're gonna keep them tuned in for the next 30 seconds now. Here we go. Let's do the NXT now.
Go.
Okay. All right, and here's the intro. I'm kidding. I ain't doing no fucking intro for these mini episodes. Fuck that shit. NXT Takeover Philadelphia. It's late Saturday night. We just finished watching it, so it's pretty fresh in our minds. We're just gonna get right into it. We're gonna start off with the first match. There wasn't really any backstage stuff at all, really, right? It was all just video packages in the matches.
Yeah. I didn't see anything backstage.
No. Starts off with Dave getting his notepad. That's what's gonna start this with his notes on it. Let's go get my notepad. That's weird.
That's unfortunate.
It is. You can talk now. I'm walking away.
Am I going by the numbers here, or is that?
Yeah, there's a.
Yeah, that's the order it went in. The Bobby Fish and Kyle.
Oh, before we start about that, there was something I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
It was cool. Paul Heyman opened the show in like a package.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman has nothing to do with NXT at all whatsoever, but because it's in Philadelphia is where ECW was and everything. They had him started. I thought it was kind of cool. I enjoyed seeing Paul Heyman there. That was pretty sweet. That was a cool little thing.
Wait, so he was like the ECW.
Paul Heyman owned and started and owned ECW, the original.
Okay.
Yeah,
so he was the Eric Bischoff in that situation then, who eventually got bought and then
kind of. Eric Bischoff was just the president. He didn't own it or anything.
Okay.
That was billionaire Ted Turner. But so it was cool to see him. And then what's the first match that they had?
Is this the numbering here, like the ordering?
You have to start with 4.
Okay. Well, I didn't know. Okay.
I'm kidding.
I didn't know if these were your ranked of how much you liked each one, or.
That's a good point.
Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly versus the Authors of Pain, the NXT Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, championship. They're not the champions.
No.
To clarify, the C means that's who the champions are. Yeah. And then this is just the type of match it is. It's the NXT Tag Team Championship match.
Okay.
Okay, so it's now that what's the first match? What is it?
Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly versus the
who
are the champions?
Yeah.
The current reigning champions.
We rehearsed.
First, the Authors of Pain
For the NXT Tag Team Championship.
How many times? That's the fourth time I read that, I think.
I think it was the second time.
Dude, I think that noise before was me holding my paper.
Stop doing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna not do that anymore.
Cool. You're smart. What'd you think of this match?
It was all right. It was nothing like amazing to me.
For that's my kind of running theme for this show. But go on.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have much to add to it.
I mean, honestly, it was a good match. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like anything special. It was a good match.
The end of it was the most interesting part was that you'll know what the terminology for all this.
Yeah, the finish was great because they start off early in the match where one of the Authors of Pain comes down and kind of like tweaks his knee, like he hurt his knee, and then they're working on his knee throughout they're working on it throughout the match. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, and
it wasn't like anything like crazy. Like he didn't do any crazy move. It was just like him doing like a little subtle jump off the corner, and then
they tend to do that a lot.
Grabbing his knee.
They tend to do that a lot, though. Like
I like when it's something more subtle, though. Like it doesn't have to be like realistically, you're not always going to only get hurt whenever doing something big. You can get hurt doing something small, so it's a little more realistic.
Yeah, instead of like, oh, he hit his fucking knee really hard off something. It's like he just jumped like he normally would in his knee.
It's very realistic.
Yeah, so they work on it throughout the whole match, and it's kind of like, all right, well, this is going to pay off. Clearly, they're doing this for a reason. At the end of the match, it ends with both of the Authors of Pain have O'Reilly and Fish set up for their finisher, which is a double power bomb. They run them into each other and then turn around and power bomb them. So Authors of Pain have them both up. They run into each other. One of them hits one of the Authors of Pain hits the other one, hits him harder, and because his knee's bad, he kind of falls back with him and doesn't hit the power bomb. Mm-hmm. And then he falls out, and then they just end up getting the win because of it. So it was a really cool finish. Like I liked how they did it. Like I think would he roll him up from behind or something?
He rolled him up into a pin, I believe.
Yeah, like the one author of Pain. I don't even Toko and Razor. That's the Ninja Turtles. I fucked up.
You did that thing that you mentioned that you keep doing by accident.
Yeah, Razor was one of them, but let's just say Razor for the sake of not knowing the other one's name. He kind of fell back and hit the corner. It was a creative finish. I like a different thing I haven't seen before, so that was pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And Riley and Fish got the win, so that was pretty sweet. I like that. So then we have the next match was
Cassius Ohno versus
Cassius Ohno.
Cassius Ohno.
It's clearly not spelled how it sounds.
Whatever.
I'm saying it's not.
I know.
They're dumb.
Screw it. All right, moving on. Cassius Ohno versus Velveteen Dream.
We're calling him Cassius Ohno from now on.
Okay. Cassius Ohno. Oh no. Versus the Velveteen Dream. I don't know. You start this one.
Dude, my note says, meh, some good moves.
There it is. There's nothing really interesting going on. Like, you have to keep an eye, especially from you haven't been watching NXT either.
That's a very good point.
So neither of us have really been following any of the storylines.
Yeah.
So we have no
context as to what the rivalry is, what their history is. So
yeah,
they don't. The matches probably. I guess it's a good point. The matches don't mean as much as they would if we knew what was going on. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it was a good match. It was a good match. I enjoyed it, but it seemed like nothing special. I mean, I kind of have there's kind of two ways that I'm judging a match. One is the storyline and how it pays off and how it's either moving the story along or ending the story. Obviously, that doesn't mean anything to us because we haven't been watching it.
Right.
And then I judge it based on just the match itself if I enjoy the match. You know what I mean? And it's we had no context for the story and the match was just alright. So I mean, it was alright. You know?
Yeah, I was enjoying whenever I was watching on the NXT episode this week, one of the characters that did stand out to me was that Velveteen Dream. He seems like he has a easy personality to follow along with. So he's not boring. He's
unique.
He's a funny character. Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. That's some good podcasting there.
That was a match. So, what's the next match on there?
Our third match of the night is the Ember Moon versus the Shayna Baszler.
I think Baszler. Ember Moon is the champion.
This is for the NXT Women's Championship.
Yeah, Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler. It was a good match. I thought that. Okay, I mean, like throughout the match, it was a decent match. It wasn't anything special, but towards the end, the entire match, Shayna Baszler is just working on her arm nonstop to try to set up for an arm bar at the end. It's just the entire match she's just working on Ember Moon's arm, which was cool. There was one move which it did look devastating when she kind of folded her arm up and stomped on it.
Yeah,
it looked real good.
Yeah, it was a good sell to the audience.
It looked really good. So that looked cool, and then the entire match was selling that. But one thing I thought was really fucking dumb was throughout the whole match, Ember Moon she's selling her arm. She's it hurts, it's hurting her. So she goes to do her finisher. I can't remember the name of it, but it's basically she jumps off the top rope and does a stunner.
Very easily
is the move. Yeah, so she jumps off the top rope, grabs her with both arms, and does the stunner. And for some reason, the grabbing of her head to do the stunner. It was the end, man. Her arm was done. It pushed her over the edge. She couldn't continue. She couldn't even roll on top of her to just cover her. She just laid there, and it looks like they're going to stop the match. I'm like, why the fuck was her just grabbing her fucking head enough to just put her over the edge and she can't go on? I'm like, this is weird and silly.
An oddly timed injury break there.
Yeah, I was like, this is... I don't know. It just seemed like we said earlier, it's cool to have an injury kind of start with something simple as jumping off, but when you're working the arm the whole match and the big thing that puts it over is you simply grab someone, I'm like, what the fuck? But I don't know. And then the finish was cool. For about 10 to 15 minutes, I'm exaggerating clearly. Yeah. Shayna is just working on her arm, and she has her in an arm bar, and they're rolling all over the ring. Ember Moon keeps trying to get it broken. I think she breaks it a couple times, and then Shayna gets it back on her. She keeps having the arm bar, and she's going to tap, and then after 5 minutes of it, she just fucking gets on top of her, grabs her legs, and kind of just pins her real quick, and just gets 1, 2, 3, and it's over, just out of nowhere.
Yeah, like it's a real quick roll into that pin too.
Yeah,
so I didn't see it like. I wasn't gonna guess that was gonna happen in the near future, and then she did it. And I'm like, oh.
I'm literally sitting there like, all right, she's gonna tap now. This is where she taps. I'm like, waiting for her to tap. Yeah. And it was a cool finish. It was out of nowhere. It surprised me. I liked it.
We didn't expect that.
That was cool. One thing I forgot to mention at the start of this match, which I wanted to, and it's a little thing that NXT does that I absolutely fucking love. Whenever they have title matches, they have both contenders get into the middle of the ring, and all the lights go out in the whole arena, and a light comes onto the ring, just showing just the ring. Super darkness lights up the ring, and they hold up the title and say, "This is for the championship." And then everyone goes back to their corner, and then all the lights come back on. This is a little thing that I think is really cool to just emphasize the importance that it's a championship match.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think that's real cool. I like that.
I'm a fan of the gimmick that. Ember Moon selling the whole like medieval or Amazonian werewolf with the armor plating when she walks in.
Ember Moon is super hot, and I definitely want to fuck her. So
dude, she has like those contact lenses, those pink contact lenses are like just interesting to look at. Yeah,
she had like weird blue ones on tonight, but she always has weird different color lenses in.
That's her thing.
Yeah. So okay. She's really hot. Shayna Baszler looks. I mean. Not to be mean, she kind of looks like an inbred, weird, like, ugly. That's mean. That's not nice.
She's still more attractive than Emma Stone, so it's fine.
Yeah, she's not that bad. That was mean. No, she's not that. She's not that ugly.
Why don't you go back and just bleep it out?
She has mean face on. She's supposed to not look hot, I'm mad. Yeah, she had mean face.
Hot people can't look mad.
No, you can't. But Ember Moon's hot. So what's next?
Next up we have the Aleister Black match versus Adam Cole match, which was an Extreme Rules match.
It sure was. You're not making that up.
Yeah,
I hate Aleister Black,
dude. I said to you, I'm like, his gimmick is that he's a Hot Topic employee.
It was really funny.
He goes into the break room and then he sits.
Yeah, he just sits there with his legs folded for 30 straight minutes and goes back to work, and he's annoying for the rest of his shift. Like I can't. I hate his look.
I should help these people, but I'm gonna sit down now.
Yeah, he sits behind the counter. Yeah. They're like, "Excuse me, sir. Can I get some earrings?
Can I get some gauges?
Can I get a Bullet Club shirt?" Oh, they know what it means. Whatever. He looks stupid. Like, his character annoys me. I hate everything about him. I just think he's annoying. I just don't like him. I think he's stupid. I don't get why he's so cool.
Dude, I agree. His character was completely annoying. Like, I get, like, you're supposed to, like... I don't know, he's playing the heel, and he's supposed to, like... You're not supposed to like him, but, man... It got to the point where I probably...
Dude, he's not even a heel.
He's not?
No. He's the babyface in the match. Adam Cole's the heel.
Really? I couldn't tell because I just hated him so much. Man.
Yeah, he's definitely a babyface.
What a fucking plot twist.
Yeah. He works like a babyface.
People like him?
Yeah, I don't... And that makes it more annoying.
Why? Why do people like him?
People shop at Hot Topic, dude.
I guess so.
It's a thing. I don't know what Chris Spot Sweet means, so I got to figure this out.
Where is it? Let me look at it.
Chris Spot Sweet.
Chris Spot Sweet. Did he give the
too sweet?
The too sweet thing?
He didn't
use that. No.
But you take. Oh, that says chair.
Okay. Chair spot. Oh, when he flipped him over the chair.
Yeah, so basically Adam Cole, everyone has seen where you take two chairs and put them together, the flat parts touching, and you do a move through them. So he does that, but then Adam Cole turns them around so that the backs of the chairs are in the middle. You're like, oh, what the fuck? And then fucking Aleister Black picks them up and basically does like pretty much an FU. He just throws them off the side, basically does an FU. I'm sorry, an attitude adjustment for the PG era. He does an attitude adjustment onto the chair, and it looked fucking brutal. It looked great. It was a really cool spot.
Yeah, I agree.
It looked really good.
Yeah, I was happy they showed the replay because I was like, dude, that had to fucking just destroy his back. But yeah,
you're like the replay
they sold it really well.
Yeah, it was real good.
I had some peace of mind for his health and safety.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, it was real good. I mean, the match was good. I didn't think it was amazing or anything. It was a good match.
No, it wasn't. I mean, there's all that build towards them setting up the tables, and then he finally what does a Van Daminator to him, basically,
yeah, pretty much,
and kicks him while he's standing in the kicks the chair at him while he's standing in the corner up there, and he just kind of falls into the tables.
I'm never a fan of whenever the table was just they do that all the time. Where the table is just used just to fall through. I'm like, that's weak, man.
What a waste.
And we're not retarded. We know a Van Daminator is a spin kick and not a super kick, but thanks. So we know we know all kinds of things here.
We don't. I know plenty. Yeah. I know everything.
I mean, they might have done that so it wasn't an insanely amazing table spot. So the next one where they go through the announcer table, you know what I mean, it was a little cooler.
Yeah, I guess build up. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that one was cool, but it wasn't anything super crazy.
You're talking about the announcer table?
Yeah.
Yeah, you loved how they placed that object there for no reason for them to stand on, right?
Like one of their fucking equipment boxes is laying on its side in the corner next to the announcer table. I'm like, why? I'm like, this is so fucking dumb. Like they just left the equipment box out there. They forgot this time. For one of their biggest shows of the year. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. It is fucking annoying, but whatever. But the match was good. It was a good match. You have anything else to say about this match?
Dude, I forget who even fucking won this. It was what?
Aleister Black, I think.
Aleister Black won.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was very meh.
I'll tell you right now, I'm not 100% sure it was Aleister Black. I'm just pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was Aleister Black.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I know I have the attention problem, but man, I mean, you're right in saying a lot of these are very meh.
Yeah. And then we get to the main event, which was... Here we go, this will be good.
All right. I gotta clear my throat.
Don't forget about that C. It means something.
Andrade...
You're just adding letters and syllables at this point.
Andrade. That's like
you did it. That's exactly how you say it.
Andrade?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, why did you say I did it wrong?
Well, first time you're like Andrade.
Nuh-uh. Andrade Cien Almos.
Yeah.
C.
Okay.
Versus he is the current NXT champion.
Yeah.
He was defending his title tonight against Johnny Gargano.
Yeah.
Johnny Wrestling Gargano.
Mr. Johnny Wrestling.
Organo.
Johnny Organic. Dude, I thought this match was fucking awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, for me personally, whenever it started, which in retrospect, I can't appreciate the build-up, but whenever I'm watching it, I thought it was going to be just like the rest of the other matches, very meh.
Dude,
that's how I was watching it.
I felt the same way because I'm like, there's nothing that showed me it should be any different, you know what I mean? But
yeah, and then it did start to heat up later on, which Dave is going to explain.
I'm not going to go through spot, but I mean, there was tons of false finishes. There was, it got to a point where it was getting really, really good, and I feel like WWE does this thing all the time where like they're doing a match, the match starts getting really good, it turns into a great match, and I'm like, this match is so great, and then like it just ends, and it was a really good match, but I'm like, if you would just keep going, like at that point, I'm like, this match should be at least 5 minutes longer, because it's a great match so far, but if it keeps going, and you keep having more and more false finishes, it's going to get even better, and they did, it probably went another 10 minutes after that point.
Yeah, dude,
there's just all these false finishes, all these great moves, a lot of sequences of moves that were really cool.
Dude, there's a lot of cool stuff that happened in this one.
Yeah.
Whenever, what's the name of the chick?
Candice is his wife.
Candice?
I don't know the girl's name.
Oh, yeah, the girl who was standing ringside.
Yeah, I don't know Almos' woman's name.
Yeah, so Almos' woman, like, keeps, like, fucking with Johnny.
Yeah.
And then, like, the one time she goes to do it, Candice, Johnny's wife,
yeah,
like, just jumps from out of the crowd and just starts kicking the chick's ass.
What did you say when it happened?
What I say, dude.
Good for her. Man.
Oh yeah, dude. Like it's a good match when you forget that wrestling is fake for like a few seconds, and I'm like, man, good for her. She deserves to kick her ass.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh wait, that was staged.
Anytime we call wrestling fake, don't think that we're being disrespectful.
No.
We know that like it's very dangerous and you're gonna get hurt, but it just kind of saying predetermined is too many syllables.
Yeah. No, we like wrestling.
We don't mean it in any disrespectful way. I have the utmost respect for all of them, and also I don't want to come off as like I'm sitting here critiquing these fucking guys because I could never do what they do. I mean, we're reviewing this as just fans. We watched it. We have an opinion because we're fans. I'm not gonna you know what I mean. It's just an opinion.
Dave taught me to be respectful and not to use the phrase "jobber" at any point. So I will not use that.
Oh, see, look how we're good people.
Well, it's also like a public service announcement.
Every time we get through a podcast and Gable doesn't say "jobber," he gets a hand job.
Yeah, hand jobber.
He gets a hand jobber. A good one.
Oh fuck! I said it.
Oh fuck!
Damn it!
No hand jobber for you, kid. But yeah, it was a great match. It went on forever. Tons of false matches. Great fucking match. Because as I'm watching NXT, before me and Gable were talking, I was like, well, maybe you can just watch NXT, and every week we'll just talk about it, and you can tell me about it. And like, and we didn't talk about this yet. The fucking people debuting.
Oh, okay, yeah. We said we were going to talk about this, and now we will. Just like we said.
Well, we'll finish this match. So it's a great match, and then after the match, Ciampa returns. He returns and hits fucking Gargano from behind with a crutch, and the sly motherfuckers that WWE is.
Dude.
We're watching it. I'm waiting for Ciampa to come out because we're like he's gonna come out.
Yeah, you said that you predicted that he was just gonna interrupt it.
Yeah, that he would interrupt and cost him the match. So
you forgot you even said that because I asked you. I was like, "Who'd you say was gonna come out?" And you're like, "I don't even remember." I was so into the match.
I was like, "What are you fucking talking about?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot I said it because it was a good match." So we're waiting for him to come out as Gargano's going up the ramp, and then the copyright comes on. I'm like, "All right, it's over." And then
no one's coming out.
Right as the copyright goes off, fucking Ciampa comes out and just beats his ass. I'm like, you motherfuckers. And to rub it in our faces, they put the copyright on again for the first time in the history of NXT.
Ha, we tricked you, kinda.
Exactly. It was good. So yeah, he came back, so that was cool. But War Machine. Everyone knows some people that were announced. They announced that War Machine signed with NXT. They announced that Ricochet signed with NXT.
Ricochet, also known as Prince Puma from Lucha Underground.
Yep. So they show War Machine in the crowd. I'm like, oh, cool. And I was like, oh, they're going to show Ricochet now, but they didn't. I was like, maybe later. And then later they show Ricochet, which is really cool. And then even later, they fucking show EC3. I'm like, holy, because there's been no reports he signed. He left TNA, and there was rumors, but nothing. And I'm like, oh, fuck EC. And I love EC3.
Dude, you were so excited that I got excited that EC3 was coming.
You're like, all right, who is he? Dude, whenever I watched TNA for a good 8 or 9 months, before I got back into WWE, EC3 is my favorite fucking guy. I love him. He's so great.
Well, Ring of Honor, right?
TNA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he signed. And another thing I was telling Gable that I love, I didn't even think of it until I was texting Tito. He's like, well, did they call him by EC3? I'm like, they did. It even said EC3 on his the bottom
name tag on the screen.
Yeah. I was like, and it's so cool that WWE lets guys keep their names now because they didn't used to do that. Like Samoa Joe kept his name, fucking AJ Styles, Bobby Roode, now EC3. It's so cool they're letting them do that. But I was real fucking excited that I saw him there, even though whenever I met him about a year ago at a wrestling show, I was like, dude, when are you gonna be in NXT, man? They need to give you the call. And he goes, because he was there before. He's like, I don't even want to go there. WWE is just such a mind fuck. It was miserable. And I'm like, oh yeah. And now he's there because they were like, here's money, and he's like, yeah, I'll take money.
Yeah, dude. Like I said before, every man has a price, right?
Yeah. This guy referenced Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, without even being told to. It was impressive. Guy. But yeah. One of the reasons I was like, well, maybe I'll start watching it again because Ricochet's there, and then EC3. I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, it's cool. There's all these new guys, but whenever I watched it before, I'd watch a takeover and there'd be at least one match. I'm like, that match was fucking amazing. And we're getting to the last match, and I'm like, these matches are just all so mad, you know? And I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch it. And then this last match was just so fucking great. I'm like, I think I'm going to start watching it.
Yeah.
Because it's got all these cool people coming in. The matches are still great, so...
Best get into it now, boy.
Yeah, I think I'm going to start watching it. So that's that was the show.
Yeah, I think I was saying to you before, probably a big reason you were telling me is because TNA was lost, or they got sold a couple times this year. There's probably so many changes that he's just sick of the changes. That's what made him leave it.
I guarantee that's why a lot of people left. Like, dude, they had an owl logo, something about an owl. That's gone. That's come and gone.
The Court of Owls?
Oh, dude, they have all kinds of shit's been going on there. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They've been in a lawsuit with Matt Hardy over the broken gimmick. Now, apparently now they're letting all the wrestlers keep the licensing to their names and everything, which is a good reason why I guess EC3 could be there under that name, which is a really cool thing they did. Normally the company creates the name, they own it. Mm-hmm. TNA let all of their talent have the rights to their names, which is really cool of them to do.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. But
even though in the end it ended up kind of screwing them, but whatever.
Yeah, it's fine. So that was NXT Takeover Philadelphia. It was a decent show. The last match and the debuts really kind of sold it for me. So I really liked it. I mean, let's face it. If you watch a great movie, if the ending sucks, who cares about the movie? Yeah. It's all about having a great ending, and it ended with a great match. So. Yeah. But so that's that. So let's talk about some XFL. You're excited for this?
Yeah, dude. I've always been an NFL fan, but like, dude, the last like 5-6 years of the NFL have just been like, I don't. It's just not what I don't get as excited as I used to get for football. But
do you realize that as you're saying this, everyone listening is like, so Gable's the man. He's the one that fucks Dave in the ass. He watches football. Yeah, he's the only real man on this podcast that does anything remotely manly.
Well, if I didn't work every Sunday, I'd watch football every Sunday. But
he's not bitter.
Nah, I'm not bitter. The NFL sucks now. So
anyway.
But it's just, I don't know. I think it'd be refreshing to get something new, and if they do it right, they can really pull something off. But from what you, I was a lot younger whenever XFL had their first shot, so I don't really understand everything that happened. But
yeah, I mean, they were saying a lot of the problem was that they announced it, and then about a year later they have their first game. Like Vince McMahon just announced it. It's 2 years till it starts. They got a whole nother. They have twice as long to get ready, get it prepared, and everything. Mm-hmm. And also, I think with how they're saying it's kind of up in the air how it's going to air. It sounds like it's going to be a streaming / multiple platform type thing. I think that'll also help a lot because the main issue was that debuted to like mediocre ratings and quickly had fucking shitty ass ratings, which is why it got canceled so fast. The ratings were horrible. Yeah. So with the new way they could air it, there's more possibilities.
With the streaming age, like fucking like any show can get popular. It really can. Yeah. No, but I mean, like, there's a lot of cool things they could do. Like, they just need to like change it up. And I mean, we can all agree that like professional sports are fake, right?
Yeah.
So I'm under the opinion that they should just like be open about that, like how they are with wrestling. Just like
I think that the NFL at the least,
fake
the Super Bowl and playoffs are predetermined.
Yeah, I have to be more specific about what I say when I say fake. Obviously all the hitting and everything very real, but the refs are pretty much running the games.
Yeah. Just ask any New England Patriot.
Like I was listening to someone. I wish I would have wrote down, but I was listening to someone on YouTube talk about how like you'll listen to the announcers and they'll like keep in mind there's a set of rules that like every referee knows, and you'll hear the announcers point out like, oh, the refs are really letting them play it out today. Like, why?
Why aren't they?
Why would they just not follow the rules?
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense unless they were trying to let a certain outcome end up happening. But I think they should just go with the whole fake, for lack of a better term, fake approach on it.
The only issue with that, I think, is that I think almost all NFL fans, first of all, if you tell them NFL is fixed, they're going to be like, bullshit. They're going to be like, it's not fucking fixed, fuck you.
Dude. It's really hard to deny the fact.
Dude. But I mean, it
doesn't stop.
I think that if the XFL comes out and they admit they're fixed, I think a lot of NFL fans won't even give it a chance.
That's true.
You know what I mean? I think there's that. But I think so. Do you think? I feel like you're kind of going down the road that you think that they shouldn't go. I mean, they should obviously have some different rules and stuff, but they shouldn't go down the formula of like season games, playoff games, Super Bowl. They should have even like a different setup, you think, maybe?
Okay, so here's the setup that I think they should go with here. And a lot of it is stealing from the general setup that WWE already has, and Vince would just be bringing that over into a football format. So he announced 8 teams, right?
Yeah.
So you take
to
these
start with for the first year, yeah.
Yeah, you take these 8 teams, you have 4 games each week. Each one of them played on the same field, but they're very short games. So you could even have like a series. So like maybe have a feud going on between 2 teams and be like, you guys are going to compete for one another against one another.
Kind of like a World Series type of thing where it's like a best of 5 or a best of 7 type thing.
Yeah. But they'll have like a series against one another, and it'd be like, okay, you guys are going to be playing each other for the next 4 weeks, or 3 weeks, I guess, to pick an odd number. And the best out of the 3 games will go on to play for the XFL championship in this month's main event or whatever the fuck they call it. But just use the general concept that the WWE has. They play like these 10-minute long games. You have 3 10-minute long games and maybe like a 20-minute long game as your big event for the week.
So a few things. First of all, you kind of were talking about this to me a little bit earlier. And 1, admittedly, I was like, yeah, I don't know about this. And then 2, I was like, I don't want to hear it anyway because I just want to hear it on the podcast.
Yeah.
After you telling me about it, I think it's a great idea. I honestly like it.
That setup?
Yeah, I think that like first of all, by doing it that way, the games can automatically be more fast paced. Yeah, my issue with the NFL is that I'm sitting there for 3. I won't watch football. I don't even like football. I don't want to sit there for 3 hours to see fucking 30 minutes of action. That's fucking dumb. So I think maybe like a 30-minute game, dude. Comparing a 30-minute game to a half hour, a 3-hour game, that's substantially shorter.
Keep in mind when I say a 10-minute game, 10 minutes in like sports, like football, that's like a half hour to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's why I say 10 minutes. And like I guess maybe you don't even have to look at it as a series. Like you could like have the game like over a 4-week span. Like each quarter take place another week in a different city, and that way they're touring around the country creating this nationwide kind of not demand, but like recognition of it. Like you hear, oh, XFL's coming to my town this week. I buy a ticket for $60. I get to watch 4 separate teams or 8 separate teams play against each other.
Even if it was like, I mean, this is such a, even if like it's a 3-hour show, right? Even if like you had like 3 games that were each an hour each, because this way you gotta have the commercials in there. That's how they're making their money. Let's say you have like an hour-long game. It's 4 quarters, a quarter, a fucking break, a quarter, a commercial break. It's like a normal show.
Yeah.
Like if you watch a TV show, there's like 4 commercial breaks. So you have even the same. You have like a lot of action. It's like even if you do it just that way, it's still significantly better.
Or here's another thing you can do, because a lot of the you'll probably want to give your players breaks. So maybe only have 6 of the teams play that week. Have 2 teams off.
That's a good idea. Yeah, exactly.
That way everyone's rested week to week, and like don't announce a schedule. Play off of the what's going on. Plan the next few weeks ahead. That way you can prepare something.
Yeah.
But don't announce a schedule and make it appear to everyone like you're coming up with stuff weekly. You're like, oh, I'll pin you guys against each other weekly.
Like so much
this week.
So much of the dude. If you think about that, if you have 3 games in 3 hours, you're getting 3 times as much action as you do in a normal football game. And like, think about this. Like when you watch an NFL football game, how much is it of you sitting there watching them fucking walk around, watching them getting on the field and waiting for the play to start?
There's a lot of nonsense.
Get rid of all that bullshit, and a 1-hour game is going to have so much more action in it. It's like watching a wrestling show, an hour-long wrestling show. I think I agree with everything you're saying. I think it's all great. I think it's all great.
I mean, like, keep in mind, like, I'm not trying to take away from like. Well, I mean, it's just it was completely different from the NFL. In it'd be like sports entertainment. It's for drama. You're not necessarily watching it solely for the action.
Yeah.
Like we were talking before, we judge it on two things: the
storyline,
and how well the thing's done. And if you get a good storyline going on in there, I mean, the NFL already has storylines. If you kind of look at it, like Peyton Manning retiring, wins the Super Bowl that year. Jerome Bettis retiring, wins the Super Bowl that year.
It doesn't have to be like soap opera bullshit to be a storyline.
It doesn't have to be anything crazy like the Undertaker being thrown into a casket because he's dead now or something.
Or Braun Strowman flipping over a fucking semi-truck.
Right, it doesn't have to be insane, but you can create like some sort of a drama, like have some fake affair between a player and another team's player's wife or something.
Yeah. Yeah, see, the only issue with... I feel like it'd be hard to have it be fixed like that. I just feel like it'd be hard to get a fan base, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I definitely see what you're saying because it would be hard to get the NFL people to come over.
Okay, first of all, you have a football league started by the guy that owns WWE, so they're instantly going to be like, oh, dude, a wrestling
sketchy.
dude. Yeah, and then if you're like, oh, it's fixed, by the way, they're going to be like, no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but
the only thing that's really helping them in that case is that it's I think he said it'd be starting in like January or February or something, so NFL would just be ending around that time.
It's definitely smart to do it like that.
There's definitely a lot of people who will want their football fixed, who'd be willing to give it a try.
And also, too, even by doing it, if he finds it like a happy medium with it being fixed, and like by doing more so towards WWE, you're going to bring more WWE people over. If it's a straight up just an XFL version of the NFL, a lot of wrestling fans aren't going to care.
Yeah, another good way to like you can have like look at the fucking WWE. They have like guest referees sometimes. Have some sort of guest appearance that will get like NFL people excited. Like bring in like Jerome Bettis to do some sort of referee thing and have him throw the game at the end or like rig the game. Like he's clearly favoriting another team and the other team keeps getting pissed at him.
Dude, even if it's just like... Even if it's not fixed, that's a great fucking idea.
Yeah.
Either way, to have like guest referees, that's a really good idea.
Or the coaches can be like ex-NFL players of like the home city that they're representing. Like if it's someone from like Chicago, have like Mike Ditka or something come out and be like the coach for the team or something.
Yeah.
Or ex-NFL players, something that would kind of create that mutual interest between NFL fans and the XFL.
You're having great ideas.
Dude, I was thinking about this for like hours today.
You came prepared. I'm not just sucking your dick. I really like these ideas. Like, if they were to implement a lot of these things, dude, if they simply implemented multiple games in a show and shorter ones, I'd probably give it a chance.
Dude, yeah, just like play like a quarter at a time each week and let it be like an ongoing series.
And then it helps me feel more manly because I'm watching football.
Yeah.
I'm a woman. we good with this? You want to move on?
I'm the butch, you're the bitch. Let's remember that.
That is very accurate. All right, that's let's move on to the Royal Rumble preview. Okay, how do you want to do this? Do you want to give predictions for each one too? You're more than welcome to, but I don't know how much you know about the story.
Are you going to write it down? Because I'm just going to make some drastic guesses here, and if I'm right, I'm going to brag over you being wrong.
Okay, I like the sound of that.
Even though I'm going to have no like fucking idea what's going to happen.
Okay, just for the record, you've given me the worst pen in the history of all pens today.
Well, let me get another pen. Hold on.
It's been the worst one ever. It's a cool looking pen. It's just the what's coming out of the pen.
Hey, Gable, I'm having trouble with this pen. Do you have any others?
I didn't want to be a guest that's trying to complain, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This pen's a piece of shit, too. No, I'm just kidding.
Whatever.
All right.
You're stuck with it.
So, you can even... Wait, are we predicting the kickoff show? I guess we are. Okay.
I don't know what a kickoff show is, so let's do it.
It's a pre-show. All right, so we're just going to basically go through these. We're not talking about storylines or anything for them, but we're just going to go through and pick them real quick. Okay, kickoff show, the first match, a bunch of people. Gable has no fucking clue who they are. Kalisto, I don't even know who Lince Dorado is. Kalisto, Lince Dorado, and Grand Metalik versus TJP, Gentleman Jack Gallagher. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be Jack Gallagher. And Drew Gulak. That's the kickoff show.
I think. Are you being an asshole because I pronounced the other one, Cassius, wrong?
No,
I think that's still just Gallagher.
It's pronounced Gallagher.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
But it's clearly spelled Gallagher.
Is that the gentleman, like from the Batman comic that I talked about last week?
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's a 6-man tag. I don't know or care. I'm going to pick TJP, Gentleman Jack Gallagher, and Drew Gulak. Who are you picking?
I like the Gentleman. I will pick the Gentleman and his team of merry men.
Okay, next match, also on the kickoff, we have Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Those poor fucking guys in WWE. I feel so bad for them. Versus the Revival.
I don't know. The Revival went up against DX, so I don't.
First of all, tell me who you're picking.
I'm probably picking the Revival.
Is there a reason or just because?
I recognize their name.
I'm picking the Revival because I think they need this win after getting raped on Raw. That's what I think.
Fair enough.
The Revival. The allergies are definitely acting up.
So what does this...
We can get through the night. I'm see you next time.
Okay.
Do
you need Claritin? I might have Claritin upstairs.
By the time it takes effect, we'll be done.
Okay. Aren't we doing we're doing the X-Files show, right?
It's only going to be like a half hour, if that.
Okay. All right. What are we on here? Wait.
Oh, this is also on the kickoff show.
Okay. Bobby Roode's United States Championship Open Challenge. What does that... I don't know what that means.
He comes out and says, anyone that wants to fight me for the championship, come on out.
If I will take Bobby Roode's, with the exception that it is... if you go first, I'm going to think about this one.
Okay, I'm picking Bobby Roode, and I'm making a bold prediction that he is going to beat who he fights, but what's his fuck? Dolph Ziggler is going to come back. I think Dolph Ziggler is going to come back and beat up Bobby Roode after the match because Dolph Ziggler won the U.S. title. Was like fuck you guys, fuck you fans. I don't like this, and just threw the title down and left. We haven't seen him since. They did a tournament for the title, and Bobby Roode just won it. So I think that now that Bobby Roode is the new U.S. champ, Dolph Ziggler is going to come back and start a feud with him. So I think that Bobby Roode's going to win whoever he fights, and then Ziggler's going to come out after and beat up Roode.
All right, Bobby Roode's I'm taking unless there's a surprise appearance by Michael Bay. Then Michael Bay will win because he's the best.
Bobby Roode or Michael. Fuck Gable Bay.
All right.
Now we're moving on to the main show. Who do we got here?
We got the Usos, who are the current champions of the SmackDown, not SmackDown. That's
SmackDown.
SmackDown. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions versus Chad Gable and Sheldon Benjamin. That's his son or something, right? Or am I messing something up here?
No, that's Jason Jordan's the son.
Okay. Wait, Jason Jordan's the son of Sheldon Benjamin?
No. Let's work with this match. We'll get to the other thing.
All right.
I'll tell you.
All right.
You were doing so well too. I was like, you're getting so much better. You forgot about the stipulation though.
2 out of 3 falls match for SmackDown. Okay.
Yeah.
So that means they have to get two pins in, right?
Yeah.
2 pins or submissions.
Yeah.
Cool.
Who you picking?
I'm definitely gonna pick Chad Gable and Sheldon Benjamin, not just because the me and Chad have something to relate to, but because the Usos are dumb.
Okay, I think the Usos suck and I hate them, and they're annoying. Their rapping is dumb because I'm an old white man and I hate rap. No, that's not why. I find them annoying. I think they're not even rap. They come out and they just say things over and over, and it's annoying. I guess that's.
I don't even remember ever hearing them talk. They do seem annoying.
I hate the Usos. I'm picking it just because I think that Belton, Benjamin and Gable should win it. I think they should give it to him. So I'm picking them. That's it. Yeah.
Is Carmella in the WWE?
Yeah,
still?
she's on SmackDown.
Okay, they just don't do anything for her because she's new talent, right?
Carmella is currently the holder of the women's Money in the Bank briefcase. She won the Money in the Bank match.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So she raps though, right?
No, I mean her song is a rap song, but she doesn't rap.
I thought she rapped in it. I thought that was her.
I mean, yeah, she doesn't like come out and rap in the show or anything. But
I think she should have a rap battle with the Usos.
Okay.
Cool.
They had a rap battle. They had a rap battle with the New Day recently.
No, they didn't.
It was fucking funny. There were some harsh words said. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I take Carmella if there's a rap battle in this event.
Cool. All right, what's the next match?
Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan. Jason Jordan is Seth Rollins' son, right?
He's the son of Kurt Angle.
Damn it.
And the dumbest storyline since the inception. It's the worst thing I've ever seen since Katie Vick. Go on.
Dude, Katie Vick's the worst. She did the dog fighting, right?
Yeah, dude.
So Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins are the champions, the Raw Tag Team champions, and they're fighting the Bar. Is it just like a pole that's just there? Is it like a Festivus pole?
Yeah. No, it's not. No, it's like they have like stools and like a counter, and they fight that. You're being silly.
They fight their alcoholism.
Yeah. They fight to be sober. The Bar is Cesaro and Sheamus. They're the Bar.
Oh, that's dumb.
I am picking the Bar. I think that Jason Jordan's going to cost them the titles. He's going to fuck up or one or the other. Something's going to happen where one of them's going to fuck up and they're going to get pissed and fight each other. I think the Bar's going to win the titles.
Do you think Chad Gable and Jason Jordan will ever reunite?
I don't care. I don't like Jason Jordan.
Team Alpha?
Yeah,
Alpha Team?
Alpha. Yeah, I love Chad Gable.
Alpha Team Hunger Force?
I wish that Chad Gable would be singles and get pushed to the moon.
I'm going to take Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan.
All right, so for the first time, we have different people we picked.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
Okay, what we got next?
We got Brock Lesnar.
I'm picking Brock Lesnar.
He is the triple threat champion.
That's not true. That's not true. That's a silly name. That's not the name. That's a silly name. I did that on purpose. What's the real name? That's a silly name. The universe.
He is the silly champion. He is the universal champion.
He is the champion of the entire universe. As it expands, this endless bubble, his championship ring gets bigger and bigger as it expands.
Dude, just wait till until a nihilist comes out of the negative zone and tries to take back his space.
Yeah, he will fight for the universe. He's the Flash Gordon of WWE.
Flash.
Thank you, Ted.
Yeah. We got Brock Lesnar as the current champion versus Braun Strowman, who can lift a truck for no reason, and then Kane, who I didn't even know still wrestled until I saw him on the TV today.
Yeah.
So
this match is ending with Brock Lesnar pinning Kane. The end.
Yeah, because they're not going to have Brock Lesnar lose. I agree.
So Brock Lesnar's going to win. It's either going to be Strowman and Brock.
I agree with that. I don't think Kane's winning this. Let's go with... just to be different, I'm picking Braun.
Really?
Yeah, just to be different. Just so I can be like, Dave, you were wrong. I picked this.
Fuck you. Okay, what do we got next?
AJ Styles, who's the current WWE champion, or also the U.S. champion, right?
No.
World champion.
Bobby Roode is the U.S. champion. We went over this earlier. It's on paper and everything. The fuck?
So he's the Intercontinental champion.
No, you're just being a dick now. You did it on purpose.
Wait. Which one? What else is it called? World? Wait,
he's just the WWE champion.
Wait, I thought there was U.S., World, Intercontinental, and then Universal.
Okay, he's the WWE World Champion.
Okay, so when I said World Champion, I was right then.
Like at the end, after you said all the other ones wrong?
I didn't say World Champion already?
You said U.S. Champion. You started with U.S.
I thought I did.
You threw in World when you said about 5 words, so you did say it. But.
Alright, so it is a 2-on-1 handicap match.
Who's he fighting? I don't know. You didn't say.
He is fighting the Cammy. He's fighting Cammy.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Yes.
And yeah.
Okay, who are you picking?
Dude, I don't know. I feel like they are going to do this co-champion thing. I know you hate it, but I think they might do it.
It makes me so mad to think about it.
They had a good point on that podcast we were listening to. Like, it's just dumb enough for the WWE to do.
But how can they just be like, okay, it doesn't make sense, because how come in the future everyone can't just do that?
I don't know.
Fuck, I'm going with AJ Styles. This is dumb. You going with Cammy?
No, I'm gonna go with AJ Styles as well.
I think
I wouldn't be surprised if it happens though.
I'm picking AJ Styles because of my possible picks for the Rumble, and then we'll go over that. So let's do the Women's Royal Rumble match is next.
What do you get for winning the Royal Rumble?
A shot at the world champion at WrestleMania.
Who is AJ Styles? Or
depending on what show you're on. If you're on Raw and you win the Rumble, you fight Lesnar. If you're on SmackDown and you win the Rumble, you fight AJ Styles.
Dude, is it me or is Brock Lesnar just boring? Whenever you throw out that name Brock Lesnar, that means nothing to me. I know he's super popular and everyone knows who he is and stuff, but I just don't care to watch him wrestle ever. I mean,
it just means, hey, this guy's going to wrestle every 3 months if you're lucky. He never wrestles. It's annoying.
Well, that sounds dumb. I feel like you should at least compete once a month.
If it makes you feel better, he wrestles less than anyone and gets paid more than all of them.
Why would that make me feel better? You're doing that thing where you're a dick.
Yeah. It's bullshit. Women's Royal Rumble. Who are you picking for this? Is everyone on Raw and SmackDown. What women are you picking to win?
I pick that MMA chick who was in the movies.
Ronda
Rousey. I'm picking her.
Okay. I'm picking Asuka. Ronda Rousey.
You're writing this down here?
And Asuka.
Write this down, secretary boy.
Oh, you got it. I'm your bitch. All right, here it is, the main event, the Men's Royal Rumble match. You tell me first who you're picking for the Royal Rumble. You're like, I don't fucking have a clue.
I am picking... You go first.
Okay. There's two people that I think could win this match. Roman Reigns or Nakamura. Because I think that WrestleMania is going to be... I know that WrestleMania is going to be Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. And I think that WrestleMania is going to be AJ Styles versus Nakamura. So, I am picking Roman Reigns. He is the last motherfucker I want to win this fucking match. I'm picking him because I think it's going to happen, not because I want it to happen. I would rather Roman Reigns die. I wish he would die, but not win this match. And people are like, how are they going to have Roman Reigns win this match? The last Royal Rumble they had in Philadelphia, Roman Reigns won, and the crowd was fucking so pissed, they booed The Rock when he came out to congratulate Roman Reigns. And The Rock was pissed. You got put in the position where Roman Reigns was a good guy. Philly was so fucking pissed that Roman Reigns won. All I did was boo him. The Rock comes out to hold up his hand. They're booing The Rock, and Rock just looked mad. And then I read that when he got backstage, he was pissed that he was put in that position to get booed because the WWE is retarded. Why would they have him win again in Philly when Philly was so pissed last time? Because the WWE is a bunch of assholes. They know that Philly will react like crazy, and they're going to want that strong reaction too. That's one reason, because they're going to want that strong fucking reaction where Philly's going to go crazy because they're pissed that he won. The same, Roman Reigns beat the fucking Undertaker. They know that's going to piss everyone off. They had him do it. Okay, that's one reason. The second reason is because Vince McMahon has been saying since last year's WrestleMania he wants it to be Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. He's been wanting to do this match for the whole year. All of his build is for this whole year. Why would he not have Roman Reigns win the Royal Rumble when it's his main focus? That's why he's going to win it. It's going to be Roman Reigns. I'm picking Roman Reigns.
Is that why they had Roman Reigns? That's probably why they had Roman Reigns drop the fucking belt to Miz.
That's exactly why they had him drop the belt to Miz.
I did it. I think you may have told me that, but I put it together. And I'm like, Dave told me that. I think
it doesn't matter. You forgot about it. Now it's yours.
Yeah, I did it. So, I do this thing where Dave does something and I take credit for it.
You love doing it.
It's really funny.
I know who you're picking.
I don't do it on purpose either.
I already know who you're picking, but go ahead.
Is it Stan Lee? Because I'm picking Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Was it Daniel Bryan?
I'm not telling you. You have to pick.
I want to know who you thought I was going to.
I'll tell you after you pick.
Oh, fuck.
You fucker.
Ronda Rousey.
You're an asshole. You're just a great big asshole, aren't you?
On one hand, we got the Roman Reigns thing, the theory that I just came up with all by myself.
You're smart.
And then, on the other hand, we have the whole Daniel Bryan thing, which they might do just purposely to be different.
That's not what I wrote.
Dude, I don't know. This is hard. Life's hard.
You gotta pick, man.
I'm on the spot here. Well, I guess just you said Roman Reigns, so I'm saying Daniel Bryan. I guess.
All right. I thought you were gonna say Nakamura.
I don't, dude. I was gonna stop you earlier and be like, so Dave, who's Nakamura?
You know who Nakamura is? Shitstain Nakamura.
Oh, okay. You have to say his full name, or else I don't know.
I'm sorry, Shitstain Nakamura.
You should, or at least say Shinsuke. So or Shitstain. I would have known if you should. Okay.
Did you know that's his real name in real life, Shinsuke Nakamura?
That's unfortunate.
That's too bad. They called him Shitstain in grade school.
I swear to God, whenever he came on the NXT last year. I thought that was I thought that was his actual name or something. Shitstain, because everyone was chanting Shinskane or something. I'm like, what the fuck?
Shinskane.
Is they saying Shitstain?
That's it. We're done.
Cool.
So this is going to be. I'm trying to get this up today. I'll be edited and put up Sunday before the Royal Rumble. So. Now, so that means once you listen to this, hey guys, the next episode is also coming out today, after this, or Monday, episode number 20, whatever.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for that one. It has Gable's comic review on it. It has an X-Files review on it, and the Incredible Hulk review. That episode should be coming also today or tomorrow after you listen to this. So that's it. You know,
all right.
Don't forget to go to YouTube, Breakroom BS and Breakroom Space BS, and subscribe. That has links to our Instagram, Twitter, and SoundCloud. Instagram is Breakroom BS, all one word, and Twitter is @Breakroom BS, the number 1, @Breakroom BS 1.
Yeah, don't forget to go on our Instagram for look for naked pictures of Channing Tatum.
Yeah, Channing Tatum is on there.
Allegedly, Channing Tatum. We haven't confirmed that.
Balls too.
They're
blurred. All right, everyone.
Oh, we're gonna talk about the balls, huh?
Fuck.
No, not on this. Not on the mini. No.
We're talking about balls soon, guys. Don't you forget that. All right, you guys take it easy later. We'll see you later. Yeah, bye.
You have to stop it first.
Nah.